Hello there! Greetings planty people, and welcome back to my jungle. This year went very fast. So in my last video I did a philodendron favourites just in general, but this one's going to be more about my favourite plants of this year, so it'll be a nice mix. There still might be a few philodendron, but I'm going to try and keep it as varied as possible. I'm absolutely in love with this new nail colour. Big fan of green. Okay, what shall we start with? So this one you probably won't expect me to say because I only have two of this genus. So this is my Calathea Warchawixii. I think that's how you say it. I tried to Google it and everyone's saying different things, but that's what I think it is. Basically, I got this one as a little plug about 2 or 3 years ago now, so she's a bit of a slow grower. She's quite thirsty, but through me killing a few other Calatheas, this one has stood its ground, and I think it is my favourite Calathea of all time because it's got this gorgeous pattern and it's velvety. Oh, it's just so cool. And I don't know if you can see, but it has that kind of velvet shift. It feels a bit like a Mycans, a Philodendron Mycans. Yeah, very similar. But once you get the right watering schedule on this one, it's absolutely fine. I found it so much easier than any other Calathea. Maybe bar Calathea Network. That one's quite easy as well because it's got thicker leaves. I was actually so shocked at how easy this one was to grow in comparison to the other ones. So if you're thinking about getting one of these, I do recommend because how striking are these leaves? Okay, so next one I'm just absolutely in love with. You're probably going to hear me say that a lot, but this is an end of year favourite, so I guess that makes sense. But that, oh, is me spilling perlite everywhere. This is a Syngonium albo. How gorgeous is that? I'm absolutely obsessed. It's a little bit of a slow grower, but I feel with Syngoniums, they go through a bit of a dormancy and then they'll just shoot, shoot away. So I'm not too worried about it. It's recently put out this lovely almost half moon leaf, so I'm not worried. But my goal is to get it absolutely massive and grow it up a pole, and if that happens, my dreams will come true. I've been on a bit of a Syngonium kick recently. I just think they deserve more love, and there's so many different colours and varieties. I do have another one as well that lives over there that maybe might need a repot, if I'm honest with you. I've been lacking in the repotting recently, I'm a bit lazy. Ooh, so this one's a fun one. I've spoken about this one before, and that's my baby Antherium crystallinum silver blush. And the reason why I need to talk about this one and why it's one of my favourites is because it suffered me dropping it on the floor and snapped two gorgeous leaves off, and I'm still really mad at myself. But it bounced back. You see it's damage there from me dropping it. In about 2 weeks, whole new leaf, and she's not giving up. So I'm very excited about that. I'm currently trying to air layer it here so I can maybe take a top cutting off for my friends. I've never done that before, so I'm a little bit nervous. So my goal with this one is to get it as big as my Antherium. Almost forgot what it was called then. And maybe even get just the normal crystallinum version because this one's a lot more pale. But I'm okay with that. It's beautiful. I found it's quite a fast grower actually. I've had it about a year and I think it basically just had one little leaf. So if you want a really easy Antherium, she's your girl. Okay, so next one is a stunner. So I am a massive fan of Alloca, and this is one of the easiest ones I have. And it did take me a few tries to get it right. I'm not going to lie to you, but once you've got the watering down, it's absolutely fine. So this is its newest leaf, but there is a lovely shoot coming off there, so I'm absolutely over the moon. And when these get massive, they look like they're from a different planet, and I'm obsessed with that look, basically. I've got this gorgeous bronzy, greeny, shimmery situation, and it's so just eye-catching. Hello. It's so eye-catching, and whenever non-planty people see my collection, they're always drawn to this one because it's just insane. Like, that is mental. It did give me a bit of a wonky leaf a while ago when I was trying to figure out the watering schedule. I'm not too bothered. I reckon this one is going to drop soon. As you can see, it's a bit paler, but that's okay. New shoot, so I'm not too worried. I've got so many favourites, I'm trying to narrow it down a little bit and have a bit of variety, because otherwise it'll just be philodendron, 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 alocasia. So this one was about half the size when I got it, and I know people struggle with Maranta, but this one's not too bad. There is the odd crispy leaf from when I underwatered when I was on holiday, but I'm not too bothered because it gives you lots of new leaves very quickly. This one is a bit more of an uncommon find. I think I found it at B&Q. If you're in America, that's like a hardware store. Beautiful. It's quite hard to get a Maranta quite bushy because they get leggy really easily, but this one stayed gorgeously. Do you know what I mean? Out of all my Maranta, I think I've got 4 different types. This one's my favourite, this one's my easiest, and it's the bushiest, so you can't go wrong. I've always been into carnivorous plants, but ever since seeing one of these Pinguiculas, I couldn't not get one. Mainly because look at that flower. It's beautiful. This is its 2nd time flowering this year, and it's got another one there coming up, and they multiply by themselves. I've already split up my other one because I'm going to give it to someone else. These are really good as well because they've got sticky leaves that they feed by attracting flies upon the leaf, if that makes sense. I'll see if I can find any. Ah, can you see that? See that little fly there? It's done its job. I don't really have too many fungus gnats. If there is one, this will eat it. This is the Pingu Catina variety, and I've got another one, I think it's Wesser. I have yet for that one to flower, and I'm very interested to see what kind of purple it gets because the flowers vary depending on what type of Pinguicula you have. Super easy, just keep it moist in a bright spot and it will reward you with a pretty flower. So next one, I don't see a lot of people talking about, and it's very long now. It's grown just so much this year. And the key is, ooh, sounds like I'm part frog. The key is lots of light, water when it's dry. Simple as. So this is a peperomia pepper spot? I think so. And I like this one because it looks like a string of pearls, but it won't break your heart and it won't make you stressed. It's got these gorgeous, like almost 3D succulent leaves, but they're flat. But they're just beautiful, and I can get super long. I want to see how long I'll be able to get it. So this is really good if you have a high shelf because it cascades down. You can use it as a wig if you so, oh, that looks kind of cool actually. If you so choose. But I think everyone should get one of these if you're into kind of like smaller leaves because it's super unique looking and they're really affordable and easy to find. Okay, so the next one is another alocasia. I am in love, oh sorry. I am in love with this one because I know it's a bit leggy, just ignore that. I'm in love with this one because it's the easiest alocasia I have. I even have another one over there because they're so easy. So this is the Alocasia wentii. I don't know if I already said that. If you have problems with alocasia and you were put off a little bit, try one of these. I'm going to put it down because it's distracting me. Try one of these. They're really easy to find, really affordable, and they're really easy to propagate as well. So they'll get little bulb corms in there. Just chuck them in your prop box and you've got loads of babies. I think it's time for my last one, and you can probably already guess it. It's already in the background. I'm going to go get it now. So oh my gosh, it's poking me in the eye. So this is Monstera albo, and I held off getting one of these for a while because they were very expensive at the time. I think I managed to get this for 50 quid off Plants for All Seasons, so that's pretty good. Whilst having it, it's already put out, this is its newest leaf, and now we've got another one coming out. And if you find normal Monstera easy, these are just as easy. I'd say just give it a bit more light than the average, but apart from that, it's a breeze. And this plant gives me so much joy. Whenever I look at it, it just makes me so happy. I'm trying to currently air layer it, so if it gets too big I can eventually chop it down. Oh, it seems to be working. There's a root poking out there. Oh, and there. Eventually I do maybe want to get a Thai constellation, but I've heard they're very prone to root rot, and I do have sometimes a tendency to overwater plants because I get too excited. Let me know if you're the same. I'm gonna pop you back now and try not to drop anything. I think that will do for now. So let me know what your favourite plants of the year are. I'm very curious. Let me know what's on your wish list for next year. I might have to do an updated version on that because my list is ridiculously long now. Whoops. But I hope you have a lovely holiday season if you celebrate it, or just have a lovely new year. I will see you in January at some point. I'm gonna have a little bit of a chill time now because I just need to recharge. But I'll see you in the next video. Have a lovely new year. Bye bye.